It's waiting. It's loading. It's recording.
That was hilarious. Just now. I was like, Jobber Nation, welcome to another episode of the Jobber Tears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle Femitra here with Sir Lucas. Mr. Black unfortunately cannot join us tonight. He is studying. He has some things going on. But he sends his regards as well as all of us are excited about Jobber Slam 5 this Saturday. It's Happy Jobber Slam week to all. I want to thank everyone that has already purchased a ticket, has sponsored a match, has sponsored a talent. Like your efforts do not go unseen and unnoticed. So we truly appreciate you guys for supporting us not only with this year's Jabba Slam but the previous four Jabba Slams that you can also view on Title Match Network. Cheap plug for them, but love them over there at Title Match Network. I do want to what was I about to say? Tomorrow in real time, I will be going and recording with those wrestling girls. So shout out to them for inviting me on their platform to promote Jobber Slam and talk some good old wrestling. And then other anyone in the 305 in about 3 weeks. Florida SuperCon is happening in Miami Convention Center down in South Beach. I've been invited, so shout out to Katrina for inviting me to come down and talk about women in wrestling. So I will be there in Miami, Florida, July the 18th, the Friday, which is the first day of the convention. So super excited to be a part of the panel. Super excited to meet some of the ladies that I've never met. So super excited, super humbled, and to be a part of that. Um, yeah. All right, we'll get started. We're gonna talk a little bit about this weekend wrestling, just real quick. Wanted to catch you guys before the festivities for this weekend. Once again, Java Slam 5 tickets are still on sale. You can get your tickets at the door. Do not frown if you do not get the pre-sale going. You can get tickets at the door. It will be perfectly fine. But all right, let's go a little bit back to last week's SmackDown. Actually, I want to ask you a question. What do you think about this Phillip Brooks versus Jonathan Cena match in Saudi Arabia?
Um, money talks, bullshit walks. But like like the $1 million man said it the best. He said it the best. Everybody has a price.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody has a price. So when they put that check and said, "Hey Philip, we're gonna need you to come to Saudi Arabia to fight John Cena and put on a banger, hopefully, because y'all some old niggas."
Carry the match. Carry the match.
Yeah,
But I mean,
and
it's true. I think it's interesting. I'm a little sad that it's not happening in the states where we can go and see it physically. But I understand, it's business and there's that. But Brandon, shout out to Brandon out in NOLA. Sorry they took your WrestleMania. Apologies, because I love New Orleans. But Brandon had mentioned hell of a promo from CM Punk. I mean, Punk's always gonna be great on the mic. I never doubt that. But it was just interesting that it was just almost like, what year are we in? Like, where, what time machine did we just jump into? And we're definitely going to get into another time machine situation on Monday Night Raw. But I was like, where are we with this? But they're setting up once again Night of Champions, which I believe is next Saturday afternoon here in the States. WWE is just throwing out pay per views like bow 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 bow. So Night of Champions is next Saturday night. They had some qualifying matches. Believe Cody qualified, Randy Orton qualified, Sami Zayn, and Jay Uso, who qualified this past Monday Night on Raw, are in the semifinals. So we're going to be getting next week on Raw Cody Rhodes versus a main event Jey Uso, which is going to be very interesting. That they pulled that trigger for that. But speaking about Jey Uso, real quick, so okay, what do you think about them letting 51 days go by as we yeeted from Las Vegas to now? Do you think it was the right call to drop the belt, or should we at least held it on a little longer?
All right, let's have an honest conversation about this. They had to give it to Gunther because Gunther is gonna carry one of the biggest stars of the Attitude Era in a match.
A big star in the attitude era. I really need you to stop giving that nigga as much credit as possible because that's
He was
crazy.
not.
He wasn't in WWE. How you gonna say the attitude era?
It's still Attitude Era isk.
It was like a stand. It's like a supporting cast type of situation over there.
Come on, dogs.
We're
Come on.
giving William way too much credit
Come on, dogs.
in these streets. But no, I
Come
agree.
on.
Like I saw the writing on the wall from even when we were in Atlanta for Hell in a Cell last year when they did their face off. And I actually said it to Mikey last night when we were watching Raw. I said that's exactly how Gunther was when he had went face to face with Goldberg last year. He had the belt on him. So I said that was definitely a part. And also, William is a businessman, so he definitely was like, I'm not about to do this match without this belt on the line
Yes, and then also he can't wrestle.
at all.
And
At
and I
all.
and I love Jay. I think Jay's amazing. Hold on, 1 second. My
Okay.
groceries are here.
We're all adulting. It's late at night, but we are here. He he really is just not attitude. Like I need y'all to really stop giving William all these flowers because it's not it, baby.
I'm back, guys. My groceries got came back. All right. Also, Goldberg can't wrestle, B. So we got to make sure the match looks halfway decent. Jay can't carry a nigga like that. I love Jay, but he can't carry a nigga.
No, it's not even. It's not that I don't think he couldn't carry nigga. I just think how they had set it up from before, it just made sense. It was never gonna be, Jay Uso versus Goldberg. So like, but do I think that Goldberg's last match needed to have a title? No, but I understand why. Um, and also Jay, like I watched Monday Night Raw, and I said they are even louder with him no having no belt. Like that whole crowd was louder with him with no belt. So it's not like he's a superstar in his own right. So I definitely think in time he will win back his belt. Maybe even here at SummerSlam. So we'll see with that. But back to SmackDown real quick. We got Ron Killings out here jumping John Cena all willy nilly, and I'm here for it all. To the point where he now will be challenging John Cena this coming Friday night on SmackDown. And it was crazy because I was like, how did we get here? Like, so what do you think of Ron Killings? Hair cut off, looking like like he back in the hood. How do we feel? Are we gonna love it? Are we?
Um, listen, I got no problems with it, B. Because he needed a change. Supposedly this is a work.
Listen, everything in wrestling. That's just how
Um,
wrestling.
so I don't. It's like one of those things where you're like, how true it is, whatever. But the real thing is, I don't mind it because if this is his last run, he might as well do something different.
So it seems, what's crazy? It seems like this year is the year of like last runs apparently. So like we even go back to when Jeff Jarrett at the beginning of the year, AEW was like, "This is gonna be my last wrestling contract," and it's like, but nigga, what happened after that? I'm questioning them on that one because I love Jeff. And then you got, you got the people that you start to look at like they don't have them, much time left professionally. So you look at, the Goldbergs, unfortunately. You look at, even AJ Styles to a certain extent. You start looking at people where they're like, yo, this is my last contract. This is it type of situation. John Cena retirement tour. So it's very interesting. And it's like a shift in wrestling is starting to happen. We're getting kind of all the older, established wrestlers out, and then you kind of getting these up and comings
That's a
coming.
cute way to look at it.
But no, because it's the truth. Even when, and I'm kind of upset now that Liv got injured, unfortunately,
Hold on
on
one
Monday Night
second.
Raw. I'll finish my comment. I'm actually a little upset that Liv got injured on Monday Night Raw because I actually was looking forward to the Liv Nikki Bella situation because it's like once again that changing of the guard, and I feel like Liv has definitely been carrying, a big chunk of the women's division. So to not now really, I really was looking forward to her and Nikki. So now that she's injured, that they're probably going to switch it up now, but I was looking forward to that because it was definitely like one of those like, past and present meeting each other. Plus I thought the little promo that they did was pretty decent, so I wasn't mad about it. But trying to think. I have a question for you. What do you really feel about this Seth Rollins and crew?
Nigga, I don't think you understand. All right, we gotta have this honest conversation about my man Seth. Seth Rollins is not a leader. That man should not be leading any group. This is why Roman was always the top guy.
Okay, no, that's where it's true. You had me until that part. Because really, none of them niggas are leaders. As you can see, what the fuck going on in the world heavyweight title situation in AEW, none of these niggas are leaders.
No, 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 no.
Do that.
You what? You are disrespecting my man Roman Reigns. Put the ones up. Put the ones up.
I'm not doing that.
Cause my man literally made the Bloodline the hottest faction of all time.
He was a big part of it.
Come on, son. You disrespecting him.
It was like 80
I'm not doing this.
It's 80-20. Because what we're not going to do is also not say that everybody else that was involved in the bloodline storyline didn't pull their weight either. Like
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
It's a little saying it like that. Though.
But it's 80% was him.
Oh, I can listen. I can agree to that.
Well, the thing about it, the leader's usually 80% anyways.
But back to the bigger picture of it. It's funny because I was telling Mikey last night. I was just like, something's off about the Seth Rollins group, and I don't know what it is. And I had told him, I said, yo, as much as I love Ministry of Darkness era of Undertaker, it's giving me that vibe of like, yo, we're just gonna enter ourselves into any fucking thing and just do any fucking thing. And it's just like, oh, it's not. I don't know how I'm very mixed about it. Like I'm just like, I like that everybody's a Paul Heyman guy. I absolutely love that. I love that Braun and Bronson get to have that, mentor. I love that for them. But it's just something ain't clicking. It's like they missing something, and I don't know what it is. And I just wish Seth would get like a. I wish the chain he wore didn't look like a choker, and I feel like that's really what's blocking the energy from me is the chain. But I'm just glad I'm not the only one that feels that way because I definitely was like, I don't want to sound like a hater because I'm not, but I'm just like something is off, and it just I don't know what it is yet. And I honestly feel like if he tries to cash in this money in the bank and it's unsuccessful, then it's really gonna not sit well with me that nigga won money in the bank, like at all.
Nigga, listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He didn't deserve to win Money in the Bank. First of all, I don't know what the fuck what they were trying to do. 2, Roman needs to come back.
You know what's crazy? Every time it's that weird, that weird awkward pause that you as a fan kind of like prepares yourself for that surprise situation. And every time these niggas is in turmoil with Seth and them niggas, I'm always on the edge like, oh, we about to hear Roman song. We about to get that. And it be somebody else like LA Knight or somebody else. And I just be like, okay, like we really dragging Roman's return. That's what we're doing. Okay, heard. Because I'm just like, at this point, what are we doing? Like
Roman's the best thing. I think we need to have this honest conversation. that Roman saved professional wrestling over the past 5 years. Well, save WWE. Because he did. He literally put WWE on his back. Who can argue with this? Exactly. That's why you're silent.
No, I'm silent because I'm not gonna sit here and say that. That's not my truth. That's not my
But he
truth.
did
So,
though.
you know what it is? And
Oh,
you should,
that's
you
gonna
should
move the goalposts. That's gonna move the goalposts.
No. You should know this better than anyone else. I'm always gonna be about a team, not just one person. It's not just two people. It's a team. It's a team effort. Just like us, we're a team. It's not just me. It's not just you. Team. So, did Roman have a very important role in the last 5 years of professional wrestling? Absolutely. He was, if not the focal point of every situation going on. But I will say that shift that I talked about, and it's not even like the old guard coming into the new guard situation, but that shift, I will always say, and it's not it once again. I give Roman his credit when it's due. But that shift in wrestling definitely came with pieces of it. When Cody came back at that WrestleMania and 100,000 people fucking lost their shit. Fast forward to November in the cold in Chicago. Phillip Brooks decides to walk through Gorillas. Shit ain't been the same since. And you can't deny that. Shit has not been the same since these niggas have re-entered the picture and joined the team of elevating WWE. That's what I'm saying. So did Roman have a part in it? Absolutely. Did he have a big part in it? Absolutely. Is he the only nigga? No. That I'm not gonna do. He's
This
not.
nigga saved professional wrestling, nigga.
I can't agree with that.
This nigga literally
I
put
can't get with
WWE.
a nigga that says he stays professional wrestling when he's around 10 days out of the year.
Yeah, because he made it hot.
Nah, nigga.
This nigga made WWE hot. Everything that was hot, he was part of.
If you wanna say professional wrestling, you gotta be a workhorse, my guy.
No, you don't.
You gotta be on it.
No, you don't.
That nigga showed up on average 5 times a year.
No, you don't. He literally put WWE on his back. He did this. He did this. I'm gonna show what he did.
He had his back and he said, "Yo, I got y'all. Let's go." That's what he did. He said, "Yo, cousins, form." Like he did that. Absolutely. I will absolutely give Roman all the credit in how they've elevated Jey Uso. I will absolutely give him that.
I'm gonna show you what he did.
Ugh, I can't do that. You're not gonna get that out of me. Sneeze and East. That's hilarious. Whoever that is, that your YouTube name is funny.
This is Roman Reigns.
Don't you know copyright shit?
This is what Roman Reigns was saying to Seth Rollins and everybody else. I'm gonna get to the part.
Off of YouTube, because YouTube gonna be like, you bitches, y'all can't use that. David Lawson says, this is interesting. He said, "Do you think there's some unfinished business?"
This is Roman Reigns. I built this shit brick by brick.
I was telling you the question that David was saying. David said, "Do you think there's some unfinished business with Rollins' last title reign due to injury? That's possibly why they had him win."
Yes.
I guess.
But
it's like if it's not going to be a successful cash in, then there's no point. And you know what? And WWE thought they were slick because they didn't have any of their world champions outside of Jey and Cody tagging. They didn't have any other world champion on the card. So like no, you couldn't cash in the same night unless you were one of the guys. Like Seth could have cashed in that night. He was the only one that could. Like Naomi couldn't cash in that night, and I thought that was very interesting. And it felt like that was like the first time WWE kind of did something like that, where they made it mean something a little bit more. Because like even with Naomi going on SmackDown and basically telling Tiffany like TikTok, TikTok, like I thought that was great. Your girl Nia fucking her up too.
Nia's so fine, bro.
She's so pretty. Like she can do no wrong in my book. Especially how she like talked to us and was like how nice she was. Like she will like no one can talk bad about Nia Jax to me, and I just sit there and be like, "Yep, nah," because she's super dope. Um, what else is going on? Well, I guess we can talk a little bit about A-Dub, just a little bit.
Trash.
Well, so I'm gonna be completely honest, and like I told several, because I said, yo, I haven't watched it in a few weeks, especially the last 2 weeks when them niggas was like, yeah, we're gonna give you 4 hours. I was like, no, thank
I
you.
didn't watch it in 4 hours.
I'm no, thank you. Like I didn't, no, thank you. I didn't ask for this. This is no, no on a Wednesday. No, no, thank you. But
Well,
I did catch some of the clips. I do, so it's like a rock and a hard place with them. And like I've always said, they pick and choose what stories they really want to invest in and put time and money and energy into. And I feel like everybody can get some of that, and they don't do that. And it's frustrating because it's like the Hangman shit is cool. I actually really do like. I always said that was the one that was gonna win. That, and I think he should beat John Moxley and All In. I think if he doesn't, then I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. And that's the realest thing I can think of. Like like if Hangman does not win next month in Texas, it is a lost cause. Like that world title situation is just it's in a vortex unlike any other vortexes.
it's kind of sad how he has this hill he has to go get over all the time,
I
and
mean,
they don't let him get over that hill.
they don't. So that's the kicker. If they put him all in these valleys and hot peaks, highs and lows, and it's to set him up to win, and then he never wins. It's like, what? Like, what
Yeah,
are we doing? Like, I don't, I don't know. I really hope Tony Storm wins. Actually, all in. Not gonna hold you on that. I think, yeah, I think if they give it to Mercedes, I wouldn't agree with that
why,
because you haven't even elevated or given any life to the TBS title that you have.
nigga? They don't care about anybody except for Mercedes.
Like, I get it. I get it. I understand it,
Listen,
but
big dog.
you have other women that you can involve and shit. Like I saw a clip with Chris Statlander, and I was like,
She's
"Oh,
Hulk Hogan, nigga. Accept that already.
she's Dairy." Oh boy, I don't want to. I don't want to say that. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I can't accept that.
She's Hulk Hogan, my nigga. They gave her the biggest contract in wrestling history for a woman. They're gonna put every belt
No, I just
on her.
just no. Tony Storm needs to win that. I don't know what they're doing with the Hurt Business shit.
But hold up. Because we're on AEW, how did you like Mariah May, or what's her new name again?
Blake Monroe.
How did you like her debut? A little vignette.
I first of all, that whole situation needs to be a case study. I don't know how the fuck they did that. Like literally, I was watching NXT, and like I said, NXT definitely has, if not the best women's division in professional wrestling, hands down. And I'm watching, and all the girls is coming out, and and then it goes dark, and then they pan, and then Vic Joseph said, "Oh my God, NXT just got glamorous." And I said, How did they do that? That bitch contract ended 3 days ago.
He has a not. He doesn't have non-compete.
Oh baby, he gotta get yo. She did exactly what Ricky Starks did, and it was the craziest thing to me. And I was like, that needs to be case studied because like I want to know what that phone call was like. I want to know. I don't even want to know money wise because this is like it just always. It honestly reminds me that WWE is everybody's dream, whether you hate it or love it. Anybody in professional wrestling, their dream is to be in WWE. And her debuting that way reminded me that. I said, there's just no way.
But I
And it's
have
like,
an issue with that though.
why?
We're gonna come to a place where NXT is gonna become the dumping ground for AEW.
But
Then we're gonna
dumping ground for WWE.
but doesn't it like it's becoming like this weird thing where young talent goes to NXT and old heads go to AEW.
Because the AEW side is going to give them the freedom that they want. They get to do what they want. Whereas somebody younger is craving for organization. They're craving for a different level of wrestling.
But so is AEW the big three and WWE the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, y'all the ones that do the basketball analogies, but yeah, it can be.
The old heads go to big three, and the new niggas go to
But
NBA.
look at all the niggas that's over there. That all the old niggas that left WWE. Where are they? In AEW. And I'm not listen because even like what they had, I had read the other day that Private Parties contracts are coming up.
He ain't leaving though.
You said they not leaving?
No.
You don't think they should leave?
But they're not gonna leave.
You think they should stay over there?
No. But they're not gonna leave.
Somebody still got to answer why they even want them belts to drop them to Hurt Business. Somebody gonna have to answer for me that. I'm never gonna be okay with that because
he doesn't fuck with them.
So then why stay? That's what I'm saying.
Because they love it being like
nah,
they're comfortable.
But that's why they shouldn't stay. Don't stay somewhere where you comfortable.
And then Isaiah definitely said he's AEW for life.
Listen, shit changes, man. Like I'm pretty sure Phillip Brooks never thought he'd go back to WWE. So
of course, well, that's a whole different conversation.
But no, but I'm just saying, like niggas can be like, nah, fuck that. As much shit as that nigga spoke about WWE, right to then turn around and walk through Gorilla on Thanksgiving weekend? Nah, nah, I'm not. Nope, that's not for me. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't know what to do with Maxwell in the Hurt Business. They had just jumped Commander, but apparently he's really injured. It needed to be taken off TV, so there was that. I'm still trying to figure out what Joe and Will and them doing with the ops. I'm still trying to figure that out.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, I just it's just.
But wrestling right now is at a low right now for me.
Yeah, like in all honesty, I'm a big gas from wrestling. I'm not gonna hold you, and it's just it makes you think about we've talked about it before. Like, should wrestling have an off season to kind of give it that breather? And it just goes back to that for me because I'm just like, yo, like I feel like both sides. I've been doing more pay per views this year alone, different TV specials and all this other stuff. So I'm just like, I just want to breathe.
But it's like it's content. Content is king. You have to like keep putting shit out. It gets kind of overwhelming. Like you're right, but I think that's where they're coming from. They want to try to keep that money coming in.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be there though. I'm trying to think what else is going on before we do wrap up. So yeah, WWE is heading for Night of Champions. Oh, AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. That's happening for the IC title. Oh, can we real quick talk about how cursed these women tag team belts are?
Why do you think they're cursed?
Do we really think about it? Just think.
You said it, nigga. So explain.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like, well, I said it from the beginning. I never actually was on board for the women's tag team titles, and it had nothing to do before everybody starts being like, "Oh my god," it has nothing to do with women's wrestling. It's just that division and the women that they do have. They don't. The art of tag team is not there. Like it got to a point where they was just putting niggas together and just seeing if it worked. You know what I mean? So it's like until like they really start cultivating a tag team culture in the women's division, them tag belts was never going to be a good idea. And then you had Naomi. Them belts really ain't been the same since Naomi and Sasha Banks had departed. And it feels like every time somebody touches them belts, something happens. So they're probably gonna end up Liv apparently once again with her injury. She's gonna be out maybe up to 4 months, so she will miss SummerSlam unfortunately. Which kind of sucks because I feel like Liv definitely it's SummerSlam's been kind of her thing since she's come back. Um, so they'll probably have to relinquish the tag belt.
Well,
Um,
they should build a women's tag team division, like you said.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, but unless you're gonna do it and mean it and be consistent about it, like it's just not gonna work. And that's always been my issue with how they presented the tag belts is just like you haven't really like the only to be honest real establishment I felt of them belts oddly enough was when Bianca and Jade were tag team champions. That was a real time where I felt like yo we really got a real tag team that's really trying to like really create a tag team culture. But outside of that, I don't like about it. Outside of that, hi. Outside of that, it's never worked for them. And even though they tried it when they had some of the girls from NXT, have tag matches and stuff. Every time somebody hold them belts, because see that's what look, that's what you said you ain't
yo, listen. Between Raquel and between fucking Liv, when one goes down, the other's good. Then the next one go down, the other come back. Between them two alone, them fucking belts is cursed. Everybody who touches them belts, something fucking happens to them, bro. Them belts will not be good until WWE does right to Sasha Banks. Not Mercedes Moné, Sasha fucking Banks. And
Well,
that's my
she's never coming back.
She's never coming back. She's never coming back. Brandon asked where's Bianca. Bianca should be cleared soon. She broke her finger at WrestleMania. So she should be cleared soon and most likely should be on for SummerSlam, which is here in our backyard. So last question to you, Mr. Phil Wilkins. What's the one match you would love to see this year at SummerSlam? Since it's in our backyard.
Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
Oh my god.
It's time to end this shit, B.
Guess what he said? Yes. No, now okay, now you done took it.
Oh, he wilding. He wilding on that one. Your boy wilding on that one.
But you know what? Very true on that.
What?
Basuda, okay?
No, we all understand this nigga Goldberg is garbage.
We all say Goldberg.
He's still a legend.
But I guess.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Kevin on stage was asking about this, and no, Kaz asked about it, but Kevin on stage answered it.
Okay.
Name one wrestler that until you got older realized was trash in the ring.
One wrestler that when you were growing up you thought was the shit. And when you get older, you realize they can't really wrestle.
Can't wrestle. Oh,
I'm not gonna hold
shit.
you. I really don't want nobody to kill me, but for me, it gotta be Austin though. Like Austin,
Who?
Austin in the ring.
Steve
Come
Austin? Oh, come on. No! No!
in the ring.
Austin
Austin,
was nice until he got hurt.
five moves to do.
Austin was nice until
And y'all can't tell me
until he couldn't
different.
do nothing.
No, but y'all can't tell me different. Like
Austin was nice
Austin
until he couldn't do
moveset,
nothing.
and that's what always pisses me off when people used to talk about John Cena and shit like that. Austin had the same amount of fucking same amount of fucking moves.
Kick, stunner.
And repeat.
Punches, stunner.
And it's not one of my faves. Like I legit have probably 10 Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirts. Like I'm a legit I gotta meet this nigga. Like, but like wrestling, like if we're talking about like tactical wrestling wise.
Nah, you bugging, son. You bugging.
When he was selling seeds, and when he was $1 million tag, yup, he was outside. But once that nigga started drinking beer and fucking beer trucks and Zamboni, nah, my nigga, that nigga gave y'all 3 moves.
Nah, you bugging, son.
That got 3 moves. Oh damn, he said Sting. Damn. That hurt.
He said Sting?
Yeah.
That's my man's right. That's my man Brandon.
You know who stayed out for a long time? John fucking Cena.
What?
John fucking Cena. I'm not gonna sit here and hold you up. Y'all niggas couldn't tell me John Cena wasn't that nigga until y'all started with the 5 moves to do shit, and then niggas paid attention and seen this shit. And like, damn, this nigga really only got 5 fucking moves, bro.
So, I have a couple.
This nigga has a list. He set me up. It was like, what? Who else that was like, oh.
So, I'm going to give you a couple.
Big Show.
Hogan?
No.
Big Show can drop kick. Don't do that.
No.
Big Show drop kick.
Hogan is number 1 for me.
I'm time out right now.
Lex Luger.
Luger was never good in the ring. He was never like what?
Lex Luger, I didn't even know he was trash until later on.
These niggas that you're saying that you realize is trash was trash in real time. Like it will always bewilder me. They put that fucking title on Lex Luger. That nigga was U.S. champion. That nigga was tag team champion. Fucking Sting. He had no fucking business doing any of those things.
Who else?
You know what? I do kind of co-sign to Kevin Nash because I definitely thought Big Sexy was a big thing, and then baby,
Them niggas tried to sell me on fucking Sin Cara, and that nigga couldn't do shit.
Nah, fuck that. That Lucha House Party shit, that was trash.
They tried to sell me on Sin Cara, and that nigga couldn't jump over the rope.
He's my guy. But down the line, he was trash. Scott Hall.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy though? All of these, like, especially with Scott, and it was as they got older. Like early Scott.
It's injuries. Injuries got him.
Early Scott before he got to the Roy's and he got to the drugs. Early Scott definitely was definitely dedicated in the ring. Yeah, he already said Hogan. But Hogan was trash in real time. Like that was real time.
Yeah, but you couldn't tell niggas that was.
You could.
Nah, you couldn't tell niggas. You couldn't tell the American Hero was trash.
But that American Hero turned on the people.
Hogan was trash. Ultimate Warrior was trash.
Hogan was trash in real time.
Wow,
Big Show was borderline trash.
He said Big Show too.
That's what I said. I said Big Show. Because Big Show was nice in WCW.
Oh, he was giant, but see, that's what I'm saying. We're not talking about giant.
And when the
we talking about Big
Show
that
weight, and the nigga belly was hanging over his stomach, over his fucking leg.
That's crazy work.
And he couldn't do nothing no more. Yeah, he lost it. I'm trying to think who recent. Oh, you know who I can say who was recent? That I realized that I really don't like anymore. Grayson Waller.
Oh, you don't like Grayson Waller?
Not really. You know what I liked about him? I like the little shit that when he jumped through the rope.
Yeah, I love that move.
Hard, but beyond that, he don't really do nothing.
Well, he hasn't really done nothing really. So that's not on him, I don't think. I think you need to. I think you may need to put table.
You know I watched him in NXT, so you know I know. But yeah,
I think he needs to table that.
they gotta
Who
break
else
them niggas. They gotta break them
is
niggas.
old and like I was just like, what the fuck? Nah, everybody. I love some technical wrestling. So like them niggas, that fucking first hour of WCW can't tell me nothing. Yeah, that nigga, nigga Conan is outrageous. Outrageous, Lord. But all right, guys. Thank you for joining us on this late night edition of
Fuck
the Knowledge
Hogan.
Podcast. It's always fuck Perry. fuck Hogan. It's always that time. Before we do sign off, I do want to thank everyone that joined us this evening. As I said in the beginning, Java 5, we are about almost 72 hours away to kicking off summer in a very big way in Brooklyn, New York. So make sure to come out and support. Yo, did you see Alex Kane's promo?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
My man is serving shaft. Okay, like I love him. I got a big place in my heart for Alex King. So shout out to him and the Boom by A Nation. So once again, tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. Brandon Mack before we he agrees with you, but see, Brandon, I blame Wilkins said the same thing about Joe Henry, and he ended up losing that belt to Trick Williams, and it's
Because he
Wilkins.
deserves it.
It's Wilkins' fault. But did you see? Did you see his interest in Mexico?
Fire. Fire.
Yeah, they played that nigga song on that.
They played that nigga song in Spanish. So that shit, see, I'm just listening. I told Michael yesterday. I said, I'm just waiting for like they could do these super shows in Mexico all they want. I want the big PLE. Like I want a backlash. Like I'm a go. I'm gonna go with a bulletproof vest, but I'm gonna go.
Are they doing it backlash?
No. They're doing a 2 day super show down in Mexico. So one night is in Mexico City, and the other night is in Monterrey. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, but it's at the end of July, I believe.
I thought they were
That's
doing
therapeutic. Who wasn't trash then but trash now? But like, nah, I had to stand on that business on Austin because I love him, but but baby, so them last
I think it was just him. He was just punching.
that nigga, yeah, that nigga was just
punching. You know, that nigga do after a while, punching.
yo and kick you,
Right into the stomach. Just
kick you,
butthole in your ass.
kick you, stunner. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
So we'll
And
end it here.
we'll have another secret conversation about Dwayne and how he just slides and does elbows.
No disrespect, Dwayne did the Rock Johnson.
Well, again, once again, guys, Saturday, Brooklyn, be there. Thank you to everyone that has already supported the show. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Sparrow for coming up and doing his first ever ring announcing. So we're super excited to have him. I believe Dre along with Michael Bostic and some of the guys of the shot will be doing a pre-show. So make sure to look out for that Saturday afternoon before Bell. But once again, we thank everyone for joining us this evening. Hope to see everyone Saturday. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for joining us. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins. Mr. Black gives his love and gratitude to all. Hashtag Black Excellence. Hashtag we are out. Now I can go and get dinner.
All right. Peace, guys.
Bye. Wilkins said bye.
Better was
Peace, nigga.